Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Oh, yeah. The after the show.
Podcast.
Very nice.
Yeah, so even though Kevin's out all this week, we're still going to do podcasts. We're still going to do live shows. And we know it's not as good as when Kevin's here.
I haven't heard that before. Are people saying that it sounds different? What a shock that the host from the show is gone and it sounds different. How weird. I didn't notice that until someone pointed that out to me.
We apologize if it's not as good, but we're over here trying, I promise.
Fuck that. I ain't apologizing for shit. It's all heart, baby. You like it? Great. If you don't, fuck off.
Oh, Dickie Rant's in the house.
I'm just having some fun.
We, of course, all week will take your emails, too. If you have any comments or complaints or criticisms, keep them coming.
Bring it on. Give us the complaints and the criticism. I've been reading them all morning. Give us some more.
All right, well, let's start with the criticisms then.
Bring it.
All right.
Let's get into some of these emails. This one is calling all of us out, Bird, me and you.
All right.
It says, hey, guys, my husband and I went to the Feast of Little Italy in Abacoa on Friday night, hoping to see you. Instead, we got cheap rubber band KVJ bracelets, buckets of rain, and not a single sighting of a KVJ show member.
Shit. It was rough out there on Friday. It was. I agree with you.
She says, we drove all the way from Fort Lickerdale to see you, and you guys never even showed up. Very disappointing.
Well, we were there, we were trying to not get in the monsoon. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't control the weather.
We were hiding back in the back. I don't even know where we were. We were running from tent to tent.
Well, we were supposed to, because we were going to go on stage and make announcements, so we weren't sure if they needed us there, so we had to stay in the back. I did try to walk around when it stopped raining to try to meet. I did meet some KVJ Nationers, but the rain was so steady, and I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry.
It was pouring rain, and then it stopped for like 20 minutes, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're going to be able to do this thing. So the band goes on, and then it starts pouring rain again, and we were not able to do that thing.
Okay, so we're getting blamed for the rain. Cool.
And then they called the whole festival. They said, that's it, we're done, because we don't want anybody to get hit by lightning. So
yeah, I feel bad you came from Fort Lickerdale. Sorry about the rain.
They said, we think we saw Magnolia, but we didn't see any of you guys. If it was her, she's beautiful. Have a great day, Jason, and go fuck yourself.
There it is.
That sucks. I'm sorry it was a washout for you. We weren't hiding from the people.
No, we were hiding from the rain.
The fucking monsoon.
I mean, I had just got my hair did, too, so Mama did not want to get wet.
Yeah, rain can really ruin an event, and especially here in Florida. It rains all the time.
Sucks.
Well, we've had that before where people have. I remember there was an event up in Port St. Lucie, and they weren't allowing us to go on stage. I think it was a Snack Pack show because of the lightning, and we had to cancel it. And the same kind of thing. This woman confronted me in the parking lot. Why the fuck are you canceling this shit? We drove from Jensen Beach. I'm like, I make no decisions like this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They're
Why can't lightning strike her as she's bitching you out?
Well, there's just some things we can't control, unfortunately.
It's true.
Weather being one of those.
Yes. This one is coming from Tatiana, and she's writing on behalf of the bearded Mexican, who is apparently on a tractor harvesting sugarcane right now.
Okay.
So he can't write this email, but luckily she wrote it for him.
He's got a little ghostwriter.
Yeah, he does. So he wants to call out Metal Beard Dan from the YouTube chat room and challenge him to a No Shave November competition where at the end of the month, both men will present their beards, the bearded Mexican and Metal Beard Dan. Since they both have beard in their names, this should be a battle for the ages. So at the end of it, they want to see who's got the best beard.
I'll tell you what, man. Some of those guys that grow those long beards out, I'm so jealous of them. Because not only does it look great, that's a person that is displaying patience. They're nailing it. And that beard cream, I know you don't really get the beard stuff, Virginia, but that beard cream, the longer your beard is, that cream really helps out greatly.
Yeah, I mean,
I get a
it's,
little passionate about my beard cream.
Makes it soft.
Oh, it makes it so soft. I put beard cream in my hair.
well, it makes sense that if you had hair on your face, you would try to condition it or clean it as well.
I can tell a difference too. You kind of look like a predator when you don't throw some of that in there.
Denny's, you like when Jay Bird uses that beard cream?
Yeah, I like it. He leaves it on the door handles.
And on his dick. I know that's where you're. I kind of know that's where you're leading.
Yeah, I could tell she was
She
kind
He
wanted
of.
doesn't cut your balls?
Yeah.
She totally wants me to jack you off with the beard cream.
There it is.
And okay, we do it every now and then.
Well, when your chin rubs his ball sack, it doesn't cut. That's what I think.
It's like Velcro. They all get tangled.
When you rub your ball sack on Panda, does he get a little chafing as well?
He loves it. He likes to suck a nut.
Who doesn't?
All right, this one is from Christine. It says, "Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know the best horny song and video is Chris Isaak's Wicked Game." Yeah, that's the one that Kevin brought in here not too long ago when we were talking about sexy songs.
He sounds like he's singing like a ghost in that song.
Yeah. Like an 80s ghost.
He does.
Christine says, "It's almost like watching softcore porn, in my opinion. The video is hot. And by the way, Jay Bird, your movie, the Halloween movie, was amazing. I totally did not see that ending coming. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to ruin it for everybody. But anybody who hasn't seen it, it was awesomeness.
Well, thank you.
Hashtag the Kevin Ralston."
That's so funny.
That movie's got some wicked Jaybird booty, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Shows
got
off the goods.
some nudity.
When you say wicked, you mean gross.
No, it's got wicked booty.
No, I do. I have the worst ass I've ever seen on a human.
Any truth to the rumor that next year's Halloween movie may have Kevin's ass in it?
You know, I would love to do that. Kevin ain't gonna do that shit. You know, he'll never do that.
Peer pressure, bro.
It does not work on Kevin. We've tried to peer. He won't do the KVJ tattoo. We've peer pressured the fuck out of him for that.
All right, how about this? I'll get some scissors and you just roll tape.
Get
I'll
some.
cut his pants right off of him. You can get all the ass you want.
Oh yeah, that should A, go well, and B, in this environment, people should love it.
And we'll have footage of the video for the court case later.
Yeah, it'll be footage of me and you trying to cut Kevin's pants off, him resisting. Let's throw that online. See how people take that one. Fuck that.
All right, maybe it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't think it through.
I think it's a bad idea, Virginia. But you know what's not a bad idea? Name that nut. Tomorrow, 7:00.
Oh, really?
Fuck no.
Ah. Damn. I got all excited.
Yeah, so, well, some of those bits, they're even today, when we do like biddy stuff where there's wheels involved and props, it's tough. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it is tough to keep the show on track.
I feel like the third time we do Name That Nut, though, it's really going to be magic.
Look,
I'm just looking for a nut rhythm.
if you stand by Name That Nut, and that's the bit you want to go down in flames with, let's fucking do Name That Nut tomorrow.
All right.
I'm so mad.
I've also got a really nice bottle of chilled limoncello in here. You let me know.
We need to bring in something a little bit. The cello, it's too sweet, I think.
It's so good.
Let's bring in some whiskey.
I can't believe you don't like sweet. You're the man that drinks squirt.
I know. I know for some reason because it's too
It's sweet
creamy?
alcohol.
It's too creamy.
Yeah.
It's too creamy.
It's
okay.
creamy with alcohol. The alcohol and the cream together for whatever reason.
It's not the sweet. It's the cream.
It's the cream and the alcohol together. It instantly makes my stomach hurt.
Okay.
Someone's like, fuck, this is great.
This stuff does taste delicious.
Oh, I love it.
Someone wants to know if we want to do, how about Name That Slut?
Ah. That's not bad.
It's not bad either.
Only girls from your past are allowed to call in, guys.
A terrible idea. We're not doing that.
Yeah. We'll get Lana in here for that.
Oh, Lana loves Name That Slut.
I think Lana will come in around Thursday. You don't want Lana coming in too early.
No, I kind of wanted the thought of the day from the thought.
All right, we gotta clean Lana's pants.
She's dirty. This one is from Xavier. It says, I hate to say it, but I loved the PMS song. Why are you guys playing so many of the Snack Pack songs, though? What is going on with all the Snack Pack songs? Well, we kind of, when Kevin's not here, we dump out the regular music and we put in Snack Pack songs because we know Kevin wouldn't approve.
P.S. Stop playing the fucking Snack Pack song. I don't know, y'all. We're doing the best we can. Some of it's going to suck. Some of it's going to really suck.
And sometimes we're just doing it for ourselves.
Totally.
Maybe I want to hear Cheese or Flat Top Cup or
Yeah, well,
Snacks Rule the World.
We we've gotten requests for them. I'm not over here going, yeah, it's fucking play Birds hits. That's not at all what's going on. We're trying to listen to the people. If you have anything you do want to hear, let us know. Whether it's a song or even if it's a bit or a topic we could do.
Yeah, just email them in.
We're fucking down for it all.
This email is from Jerry. It says, hey guys, I was listening to the podcast when you guys were talking about that mistake you made when you dropped candy from a helicopter. Yeah, in case you missed that story, it was a Halloween bit and we dropped candy from a helicopter at Roger Dean Stadium. And all these kids in costume, the thing was they were all going to run onto the baseball field and start picking up the candy and putting it in their baskets. Well, immediately when the candy dropped and the kids ran out onto the field, like all these kids lost their parents. Imagine hundreds of kids at once losing their parents. And you have these kids that are like 2 and 3 and 4 years old, now all in the middle of the baseball field crying for mommy, and frantic parents running around looking for their children. I mean, what a terrible idea.
And then you have to deal with the people complaining. I just did an event a couple weeks ago where we had some technical issues, and there was a lot of complaining and yelling because I'm the radio guy. And when the equipment doesn't work, well, who do you yell at? When
the guy from the radio station.
When the radio equipment doesn't work, you yell at the radio guy. And it was an event where you had 900 people there. We had one speaker.
The radio station sent one dinky speaker
and it
to cover like this whole big area. Like, you should have brought at least 6 speakers.
Oh, it was a fucking field. It was 850 to 900 people, one small thing, and it wasn't charged. So I'll be making announcements. Okay, I want to thank the spot. And then all of a sudden my mic, we can't hear you! What the fuck are you saying? So then this young girl comes up, tells her like personal story, and it's like a deep, heart-wrenching story. She gets up there, and the mic goes out. And again, we can't fucking hear her! What is happening? I'm like, oh my gosh.
Was it a wireless mic?
It was a wireless mic. Everything that could have gone wrong was going wrong. So I'm like, I'm going to be hiding in the tent.
It's painful to hear this back.
It's painful when, well, it was a 3-hour event and there was no hope in sight of this microphone working. And this was
9
an event.
times out of 10, it's the battery.
It was the battery.
It's always the battery. I'm telling you. That's why if you do this kind of shit, you have to have like 12 9-volt batteries ready to go in your pocket. And people that are shitty at sound, a.k.a. everybody that works here, they need to keep a pocket full of 9-volt batteries.
Well, it just sucks when you need a microphone. It's a microphone event. The microphone's not working.
It's the one thing the radio guy is supposed to do, bring a speaker and a microphone that work.
800 people looking at me, and I'm making announcements. We can't fucking hear you!
Your mic keeps cutting out!
I'm like, I know. So then I had to do this trick. Guys, I know the microphone's not working. My voice is actually louder than the microphone.
It's
but
awful.
like you're talking about that cringy, you just want to get away.
Disappear.
Well, because you don't know what to say. You can only say so many times we fucked up.
You got to fall on the sword, too. I mean, even though it's not your job, they don't get that.
They don't,
They don't know that it's some guy in promotions that doesn't know to put a fresh battery every time you do a new event. Like, you're better off just going, I'm so sorry, I'm a fuckface.
Oh, it's making me sweaty to hear this back. I remember when you first told me that, I was just like,
In the moment, it's awful.
Awful.
But when it's over, I'm like, Daddy, you're not going to let the fucking shit happen here. Oh, my gosh. 'Cause
Hindsight.
Sometimes calamity's pretty fun.
It is. In the moment, though, it's like time stops.
In the moment, it's awful. Get your fucking shit together, radio fuckface. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
The guy goes on in his email to say, the way you guys messed up that dropping candy from a helicopter bit reminded me of an episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. Remember the one where they dropped live turkeys from a helicopter and Les Nessman did a play-by-play on the carnage? Does anybody else remember that show? Yes, I do. And you know, when I started in radio, I started with guys that are a little bit older than me, and they loved that show. And so they used to always quote WKRP lines. And the line is, I swear, on everything that's holy, I thought that turkeys could fly. Like, they were dropping turkeys out of a helicopter, and turkeys, I guess, can't fly. They were just hitting the floor and dying.
Plummeting.
Plummeting to their death. Oh. Luckily, we didn't kill anything yet.
We've had some pretty cringy, uncomfortable moments on stage before,
Yes.
where you don't know how long it's going to go on. And you're like, I gotta get the fuck off the stage. I know we've had a couple moments with the Snack Pack shows, microphone's not working. I think fourth on Flagler, the CD kept skipping.
Oh.
Like, who wants that? Like, you could hear the backup track, the backup vocals skipping. So now I'm doing an Ashley Simpson and it's skipping. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
So painful.
Now we can laugh about it because it's so long ago in the past.
Oh, in the moment it's terrible, but no, there's something funny about shit fucking up sometimes.
Well, I think it's because by human standards, we always try to make everything perfect, everything organized, everything orchestrated well. And then when things go wrong, I mean, it's the end of the world. But then upon reflecting, you're like, you know, you can kind of laugh about it and shrug it off.
You would think that's how most people are with weddings. I know a lot of people get stressed out before the wedding and they think it's going to go perfect. And then when it doesn't, you would hope after the fact you look back and go, you know what? That's just life.
You have to appreciate those things that went chaotic and laugh about them. I find them hilarious. My wedding photographer bought cocaine from a homeless guy on Bourbon Street and then got fucking whacked out of her mind. That, to me, is the best part of my whole wedding. If you ask me my favorite thing, besides marrying Panda, of course, and that's so dorky to say, the best part is the photographer on cocaine.
The worst part was when we were trying to, me and Bigfoot were trying to hide from her. She was looking for.
She wanted to get stuffed.
Well,
she was hitting on all the guys. You know how the photographer is supposed to go and take pictures of the bride getting ready? Oh no, my photographer took pictures of the groom and the groomsmen getting ready because she was looking for some action.
Well, so it's like, I don't know, 11:30 at night now at this point. The wedding is over. The reception is over. And at this point, we know how crazy she's acting. And
erratic.
I'm just trying to relax and go to bed, and all of a sudden, Jason, are you in here? Jason. So I am literally laying in my bed, trying not to move. I'm like, don't make a sound. Don't make a sound.
Oh my God.
She's
at the door.
She's unhinged, man.
She's at the door.
She's unhinged. Yeah.
Well, the hotel called me on my phone. They're like, because we had paid for her room. You know, she was a friend of a friend. We got her on a really cheap deal. You get what you pay for. So the hotel called me and they're like, look, the room that you paid for this chick, she's in the lobby being belligerent. Yeah. She's yelling at the staff and they're like, what should we do? I mean, do you want us to just kick her out or should we just give her the room still? We know she's a part of your wedding party. I'm like, nah, fuck her, kick her out. And that made her so mad. She went from a cat 1 to a cat 5 because we kicked her out. Now she basically has no room. But bitch, don't do cocaine from a homeless guy and then come in the hotel and yell at the staff. I can't stand by that kind of behavior.
We talked about it that Monday when we got back in town. I guess she was listening and she tried to fucking blow us up too.
She tried to blow us up saying, you guys were smoking pot. Ooh.
Yeah, she's like, Jason was smoking pot. I saw him. She's put that on Facebook. Like,
ooh, we're so scared.
Oh.
Like people don't know Jay Bird gets down.
I was not smoking pot. She just put that on there.
I was wondering what the aftermath of that photographer was.
Oh, she got real pissed.
She tried to bring us down, and then when that didn't work, a week later, she went to Jesus. She became a born-again Christian. I saw pictures of her getting baptized, and she totally went the other way.
Maybe she can pray for us then.
That's what you call unhinged. Here's an email from Samantha in Wellington. She says, hey, you guys were asking about too many shoes, and is it possible to have too many? She said, I'm in my 20s, and I have about 52 pairs of shoes. I'm constantly looking to buy more, but let me explain it to you guys. There should be no limit to how many you can own. Shoes can make or break an outfit. It can completely change your outfit. It can take a work outfit and turn it into a casual outfit, and vice versa. Plus, people who live in a place where seasons change actually need different shoes for different seasons. I just thought I would let you know, working in retail, I've realized how important shoes are.
I don't think anyone's debating that. I think they're debating the fact that you need 350 pairs.
I think everybody's got their thing. That lady's thing is shoes.
Yeah, I mean, everyone does have their thing. I only kid you, Virginia, because it's just something to fuck with. I mean, I attack your shoes. You're over here fucking going to my love life.
You're way more interesting, I gotta tell you.
I think you're more interesting.
My shoes, boring compared to who you had your arm around on Saturday night.
Did you think Virginia's voice sounded different in those clips today, the earlier clips?
A little bit.
You did sound a little bit. You sounded a little bit more
Young?
Yeah, like young, but kind of like, hey, Kev, what's going on? I just love being here. I'm just a small town girl, just trying to do small town dreams.
It is funny though, because you are nice on him, and Kevin's like insane.
Kevin.
Yeah, I think over the years we kind of maybe did a little role reversal.
Well, you got to keep in mind too, that was your first couple months on the air. That's nerve-wracking. You're trying to just figure shit out. Technically, you and Kevin didn't really know each other that well.
We didn't, and we just wanted to be great. We just wanted to do great things and just make everybody happy. And behind the scenes, like, it was really, really tough at first. I remember looking back, like now, like some days I would leave the station, I would cry in my car. Like, it was tough.
Anytime you're new, and we felt that in Miami too. People who listened to that, what were we on the coast back in Miami? Then it turned into the hits.
Coast and then hits, yeah.
So everybody that was a listener of the coast, now the coast was a legendary station. Now, but it was legendary for playing music. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, you've got this show who really doesn't match the format of the coast, and let's fucking stick this up someone's ass and let's play all these, doing all of our crazy bits up in Miami, and people are like, what the fuck is this? I remember getting those comments going, oh my gosh, the coast has jumped the shark. What is this shit?
I think every time, like, you start a new project or every time you do a new station, like, yeah, you're always going to have people that hate it. And that's how it was, for me and Kevin, when we started at Wild, I don't think our boss liked it. And he's the guy that was supposedly one of the ones hiring us.
Well, I mean, even in my own stuff, there's been stuff that I hate. Like, I hated Pitch Perfect when I first watched it. I thought it was a terrible movie. I hated it. And then I watched it, like, by the fifth time, I became such a big fan of Pitch Perfect, the movie. I loved it. And I think for some people, I think majority of people, they have to hear something. They may not like it usually in the beginning. I think people are judgy.
I think that's why they do ad nauseum, to keep playing the same thing until you do like it. Not even necessarily just music, but commercials, advertisements, anything. I think people have to hear it a bunch. Because I think when you try to sell or show anything to any person, they immediately have their walls up.
Well, have you ever had someone go like this, hey, Virginia, I got to show you the funniest YouTube video.
Totally.
Right here. They're taking the time. So now you are, oh boy.
It has to be funny now.
It's got to be funny. And if it's not funny, I got to laugh because it's going to make them feel bad if I don't laugh. It puts a unnecessary pressure on you that you don't even realize is going down. I hate that. I got to show you this video. It's 11 minutes long. Fuck.
One of my favorite things is if I go into like a movie, a song, anything, and everybody has hyped it up and I'm so over it. I'm ready for it to be terrible because I'm already expecting not to like it, and then I like it. That's one of my favorite feelings because you're going into it already predetermined not to like it.
I thought that about the Seth Rogen Christmas movie. There's that one Christmas movie I thought it was going to be just kind of over the top goofy, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. I forget what it was called, but it's a basic kind of a take on the whole, what's the one story where Ebenezer comes in and fucks shit up?
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, the Christmas Carol.
It's kind of like a take on the Christmas Carol.
Gotcha, but in a Seth Rogen fashion.
I thought it was pretty good, actually. It had some heart to it.
So that's I love being pleasantly surprised, rather, not unpleasant. That would be bad.
Finger in the butt. That's an unpleasant surprise.
Unpleasant.
I hate being unpleasantly surprised, especially with a finger in the butt.
What are you
I've given you a couple of those recently.
You have the best aim because you direct hit right in the deuter.
Right in the
time.
spokes.
Right bullseye.
You bend over like literally inches from my workspace to get something out of the KVJ beer fridge, and I just can't help myself.
Oh, I leave that thing hanging.
And that thing just spreads open.
Oh, it's basically asking for it.
Just come here.
Spread open. That's such a...
Yeah, it does that.
It's such a Lana thing to do.
Oh, yeah, spreading butt cheeks, absolutely.
There can't be a raunchier phrase.
The term for spreading and sex.
Spread it, baby.
Yeah, that's such a
Spread.
such a vulgar.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, spread those legs for me. It's like, oh.
I picture like a sweaty porn producer.
Totally. Yeah, that term makes me feel. Just go ahead and shake your shit and spread it. Oh, gosh, it's so dirty.
It is.
All right, this one is from Margot. It says, hey, if you guys are trying to come up with more ideas while Kevin is gone, why don't you bring back the hot seat this week? I would love to hear Jaybird on the hot seat talking details about his Saturday night.
I honestly feel like people are so sick of fucking Jaybird on the hot seat. Oh, who you dating, Jaybird? I'm not telling you. Oh, what's going on? Do you have a fear of commitment? Yeah, okay, move on. I mean, what? What? It's the same fucking note, is it not? Maybe I'm too into it.
Maybe you're just too closed off to it. Are you building up the walls to this bit just like you build up the walls around your heart?
We're not analyzing Bird again.
No, I think we're breaking Bird.
I think that's more accurate. No, I don't know what to tell you. Bring your bits in. I don't give a shit. Write up your questions. Put my ass on the hot seat. People will be disappointed.
I don't know. I think they would want to know. I know I would. I'm dying to know how Saturday night went.
Hey, we got that lemon. If you want to do I'll squirt you in the eyes, you probably take that over every answer, right?
It's just, you put me in such a tough position because you're forcing me to give you some kind of reaction on the microphone, but then I don't give you the reaction that some of these fuckfaces want, that they're calling me a bitch.
We're fine with silence because silence says a lot.
Oh.
Silence says shit. And you should practice what you preach. You should practice a little silence.
I can't. I tried.
People are saying, though, Virginia needs new questions. If you're going to do the bit, you need new questions. The last round, no offense, was a little...
Well, last round was weak a little bit because I don't think you and Miss Oktoberfest had technically gone out. I think that she is who you took out on Saturday night. I don't know for a fact because the guy that I was going to pay to tail you with a video camera pussed out.
I mean, does that not sound fucking insane? She went on Twitter. I saw
I did.
it.
I went on Twitter. I offered the guy a trip to the damn Bahamas if he would follow Jaybird with a camera. He's a video guy.
Yeah, Bird. Why do you have so many walls, Bird?
Yeah, I'm starting to see why these walls are up.
Why are you afraid to talk about your shit, Bird? I don't know.
She's like, I'll get it any way possible.
Hey, look, I'm not going to stop until I get it. I'm like Barbara Walters.
She's not going to stop until I actually have like a legit meltdown on the air and it gets really uncomfortably quiet.
This is what you want.
This is what you want, Virginia fucking fun! Which has happened on the air before. Where maybe Bird's not getting enough sleep. You pry one too many times.
Okay, here's an email from Angela. It says, hey guys, I'm listening to Friday's show and my phone is just like Kevin's phone. It is ridiculous. My phone keeps crapping out for no reason, even though it's the brand new iPhone. Denny's, you were explaining this to us the other day, and it is so messed up. Explain to us why they're not testing all these little malfunctions.
It's because we got the internet now. Everybody can, test it as it's live because they can do live or silent updates. So a lot of times now the developers, they used to go through testing. They'd send it to other developers or open it up to people who can try out the product.
A control group.
And then they would fix a majority of the errors. But then when you go live, when you actually open it up to the networks, then they would do some quick last-minute adjustments. Now they just figure we'll put it live, let the people test it because there's so many networks out, so many providers, that they'll just see what all the errors are. Once all the errors are reported, then they'll go ahead and fix them, and then they'll be in the next update. So I always recommend for people to hold out on that first big update. Don't do it until they come up with literally the next day they come out with a revised one. So you might as well just wait for that
How
one.
many providers do you think we have just in America alone?
There's a lot. Well, so are you such a jerk?
Set you up for this snore.
Such a jerk. You don't even care. I won't even go on.
I'm just fucking.
There's European providers too, Bird, which I won't even go into.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I think that's the reason. I mean, that goes across for all software. I know I'm about to get another snore, but I mean, that goes for computer software, phone software, video games, cell phone apps. Those are all not tested. They're just put out now. It's easier.
It's ridiculous. You know what it is? It's cost cutting for them, but it's less good product for us. And if we are the consumers paying hard-earned money for these frickin' iPhones, Yeah, put a little investment into testing them out and making sure you're not giving me an upgrade full of bugs.
Well, here's where the companies aren't being cool. Samsung's like, we got this new thing. It fucking shoots lasers out of it. So
Watch your mouth.
once Apple
Watch your
hears that,
fucking mouth.
we're like, we need fucking lasers too, you know? So they're all trying to beat each other just because the internet has sped up everything. Look at news. News comes out inaccurately now. It comes out and then it's corrected afterwards because it's better to get it up first than it is to get it up right.
You're right.
And it's the trend with everything because of the internet.
Thank you, Steve Knobs.
I want a phone with lasers, dog.
Laser
Then he's talking
phone.
about fucking lasers.
Yeah, I'm
Laser
just saying,
phone?
it doesn't matter. Everybody tries to be the first.
Angela says, I teach high school English, and I use a website where the kids read and respond to questions online for homework. Well, if the kids link their email to it, it will change their name to whatever they have as their name on their email. So it's kind of funny. I am seeing my students' names now for their email, and I giggle to myself trying to figure out who Papa Jiggy Piggy is.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy name.
I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope Kevin has a great time in Jerusalem. Love, Angela. Oh,
What grade is that?
she teaches high school English.
All right, that makes sense. Because I think even like elementary school, they're connected through the internet to their teachers. Because I know Jen's a teacher, and she gets messages from parents and kids.
Wow.
And they all have emails too. I find it hard to believe that everybody's got an email.
It's so different. I mean, everything's
so
just so
different.
Yeah, it
different. I
is.
mean, it's crazy because it makes it kind of harder to, if you're the kid trying to get out of shit, I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone's in contact with everything. Back in the day, it was so easy to not do your assignments.
Oh, absolutely. And plus, if you had an excuse for not doing your work, they would have to contact your parents who are at work. It would be until 5:30 they would get an answer. So you could work out like a situation or something.
Delete the message on the answering machine at home. Your
Totally.
parents would never find it.
Or I'd write it myself and just bring it in the next day. Like, there was so many things you could do. I don't think you can get away with any of that now.
Right.
But I guess it's for the better, right? Not for
It's
kids.
for better if you're the parent.
Yeah.
Which I am. So, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, they're saying, David B. in the chat room, beta testing has been put on the back burner for sure. Can you confirm that, Denny's?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Instead of doing that, they're just putting it out into the public. I know some things. I know there's and this will bore you guys as well, but there's a new Fallout game coming out that's in beta testing right now. And that's where I'll leave it. So
Is that for PS4?
get out
No,
of
is
here.
that for PS4?
Get out of here.
PS Snore?
You do not
It's
care.
for PS Snore.
You absolutely do not care. It's cross-platform.
Some things in the chat room getting some traction. Let's see here. Virginia, you like pushing my buttons. That's some people think you're just being a troll about my love life.
That's true.
You got Chris M. Maybe if he wasn't being all shticky and ambiguous, she'd back off. Chris M's a weird one. He's one of those people you meet in person, very, very nice. Like and then online, fuck you, bird. Pretty much. Everything I say, the motherfucker is on every little. Bird's a dick. Bird's a jerk. Chris M. I don't sweat the small things, as you know.
So he don't sweat his dick.
Let's go get a pizza together. You fuck face.
Keep them coming, though. We love your emails. We love your comments. You can send them to mail@kvjshow.com all week long, baby.
And that's MALE.
People want you to wave. People want you to wave at the camera, Virginia. We're on KVJ TV. You can go back and watch us on YouTube as well.
Yes, you can.
A lot of people still don't know that it's on video.
Yeah, it's a video. It's not just a regular podcast. It's like a video podcast. So
We're
if
super
you wanna
high-tech.
See what we look like. Drink all this
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Today, probably not.
See my new lifted boobs.
How are they doing? I'm getting a lot of people asking me about your boobs.
They're doing good. I still have stitches and they're not completely healed, but I definitely feel like they're not hurting anymore. You know, the first couple of weeks after you have surgery, it's sore.
Yeah.
But now, like, it's not hurting anymore. I only have a little bit of bruising left. So as soon as, like, the stitches are good and the bruising is gone and I get the clearance, me and you are doing a dance-off, Bird.
Oh, I want to really do that shit. So are we are, this is a permanent thing. We're doing it. We're doing the tattoo. That's what we're going to end up doing.
Yeah, Panda signed off on the ass tat.
I love it.
And I've got, like, I was looking in the mirror. So my one butt cheek really doesn't have any, like, dimples. You know, dimples are ugly on your butt. But my right one has, like, a little one. I think I want to put your face right on that butt dimple to cover it if I lose. And then it's kind of a win-win. I cover the butt dimple. Maybe I'll put your chin. Don't you have a butt
I
chin?
do have a butt chin.
I'll put your butt chin in my butt dimple.
I love it.
It's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
Cover up my flaw.
I like it. What about
But
you,
I'm not
Bird?
going to lose, though. I'm not even going to talk like
Hey,
that.
look, confidence or overconfidence, I should say, is going to be your downfall.
I met with somebody over the weekend, actually. I ran into this woman at the Feast of Little Italy, and she is going to help me with my location. I know where I want to do it. I just haven't worked out the complete moves yet, but she has confirmed I am going to be using her location. She said, no problem.
When would you say you're actually able to shake those things again? Another week or two?
I don't know. We're going to ask Dr. Rankin that because
Does it-
I don't have the clearance to like exercise or anything. I'm supposed to have them still taped up with like all this tape, but the tape was getting sweaty and gross, so I took it off.
There's a sudden death punishment. Losers got to chew on
Eat Virginia's boob
your
tape.
boob tape.
Eat my surgical tit tape.
So,
Go ahead.
does the stitches, do they come out automatically? Do they dissolve, or do you have to go in there and have them take it out?
So these are the dissolving ones, and they're on the inside.
Oh.
So you can't really see them. The exterior part of them, he cut off. So all it is, like if you would rub my boob, you can still feel like it's like a prickly, like at the
like
end
the point
of the
of it, yeah.
the point of the stitch, and it's like it feels weird and it hurts, like your hand if you touch it. But I don't know how long it'll take to dissolve.
I am kind of excited about the boob tape. That's a terrible punishment.
You want to eat the boob tape,
I
don't you?
I don't think you can swallow. I don't think swallowing tape's
All
good.
right, I'm going to tape them back up tonight, and I'll go exercise.
Let them
and
get real sweaty.
Bring in some dirty ass boob tape tomorrow.
That's one of those gross bits, some people don't. I'm eating breakfast. I don't want to eat gross bits.
What, boob tape? Gross, sweaty boob tape's too far?
It's gross. If you leave tape on your body and you peel it off like
It
a
is.
week
It's
It's like
later,
a Band-Aid.
it had like scabs in it, and it had like
I had medical tape from
lint.
from the kidney, and I couldn't take it off for like 2 weeks. And when I finally removed the tape, it was not
And
my
it
finest
smells.
Smells
moment.
like feet.
It
Oh, it
does. Well,
smells.
for the kidney, they had to go through my belly button. That's how they do it nowadays. And so for like 2 weeks, I know.
That's way better than having a big scar,
For sure.
though. I mean, belly button, that's awesome.
But it feels weird, and I remember it was almost like in the beginning when I first got out of the hospital, I would like press down a little bit on my stomach by my belly button area, and I could feel something through my stomach and attached to my butthole. It was like doing something to my stomach through my butthole. It was odd.
That's weird. If I push my finger at my belly button too hard, it hurts the end of my dick. It's weird. So maybe they're connected somehow.
I think they are connected.
They have to be. I did it once by accident. I was like, wow, that's terrible.
I think you're right. I think you can hit your belly button, and it does. You feel it in your dick a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little
Really?
bit.
I think
Yeah.
it's all kind of connected. Virginia.
Somehow it's connected. I did it by accident once.
And maybe you're just pressing down on it, and it's just the fact that you're pressing down there a little bit,
Your belly hole's connected to your dick hole.
and your dick hole's connected to your
butthole. And your butthole's connected to your...
Boob tape.
Yeah, just bring in that boob tape tomorrow just for shits and giggles.
All
Just
right.
for S's and G's.
I'm gonna wear it for I'm gonna wear it for maybe like a day or two and let it get real dank.
Oh, is that okay? Well, let's discuss this. Is that a lame sudden death punishment? Losers got to chew on your sweaty boob medical
like it's
tape?
bubble gum.
Let's just say I don't think anyone else has done it. If I had to guess.
Cutting edge radio.
That is cutting
Yeah.
edge.
Well, we bring the heat. And the lip infection.
Yes.
It could follow.
And
you
the
don't
stomach
know.
ache.
No, I think you're clean, right, dog?
I'm clean, but I don't know if you're supposed to eat other people's scabs.
You're not. I'm sure. I'm sure that's probably a rule.
There's a book
somewhere.
out there that says don't do it.
Don't eat people's scabs.
Gotta be some kind of medical reason
think-
not to. Because isn't a scab like holding all like the yucky stuff in it to keep the yucky stuff from being in the wound?
Yeah, there might be a mild amount of infection in that scab for sure.
You don't think what Kevin would approve this one?
Or a doctor.
Hey Kev, we ate scabs while you were gone.
What are we doing?
I mean, imagine coming back and telling him that.
We ate each other's scabs. He'd be like, what?
Why?
Someone wanted to. Someone wanted to have us prank Kevin while he's in Jerusalem. I'm like, you know what? Let him just do his thing in
And the
Jerusalem.
time zone difference.
Yeah, that would be such a tough prank to try to do.
And he's over there trying to get like down with Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want him to have his fun. He's never been on a trip like this.
No, he has. I'm
Ever.
actually very happy. I don't know if you've noticed, but the last, I would say, year and a half, Kevin's gotten away from being tunnel vision Kev with work. Not that he's saying he works very hard, but he's doing other things with his life. He's going on vacation.
He's
more.
trying to enjoy the things that matter.
I think that happens to some people. The older you get, I think you're just like, fuck, I want to live a little bit.
Time is the one thing that you will never get more of.
You're right.
And so it's the one thing you have to look at and go, okay, let's make sure I'm using every bit of this wisely. And if you look at your life and all you're doing is working, that's not using it wisely.
Well, that's always the challenge on stuff. Even for us, is we'll get booked for a lot of events back to back to back, and it gets to a point where you have no personal life. And the dance is: do you go and tell the boss, "Hey, look, this is too much. I'm not living my life," or do you suck it up and make money for the company? That's always the
age-old debate.
Yeah.
Age-old tale.
Yeah.
Because they always want you to make money.
Well, I think if you need money, priority is gonna be to make money. But I think if you get to a point where you've made some money and you're comfortable, then time is arguably the most important thing ever.
Sure.
Well, they always say that in business you have to learn the word no. It's it's just as important as saying yes. But I think the dance is when's the right time to say no to stuff?
Because you could say it at the wrong time.
Absolutely, and then you're fucked.
Somebody told me this the other day, and they were like, look, somebody your age, talking about my age, 45, needs to figure out what their side hustle is going to be, what their backup plan is going to be, where you don't have to work every day.
You collect.
You
almost.
collect because you've done something smart with your money and put it into something besides shots at Blue Martini. Yeah, they're fun, but if you are just doing like $80 worth of shots, you could have taken that $80 every week times 4 for that month, times 12 for that year, and invested that money in something.
Yeah, you're talking about just on the shot level. We know a guy who stopped, because this guy was a major stoner, and he stopped smoking weed, and he said he is saving, because he smoked every day when he could, all day, every
you're
day.
probably saving $200 a month.
He said he thinks he has saved about $15,000 of just extra money that from his weed habit. Yeah.
See, you take that money and then you do something smart with it, and you make that money work for you, so you're not grinding till you're 80.
Well, I think it was him and his girl, and combined, she didn't quit completely, but she slowed down. He quit completely. He's like, yeah, we're looking at it because it's been going on for a year. He's like, I think I've saved about $15,000.
Wow.
Just from quitting vaping, I've saved a bunch. Who knew how expensive that was? When you're in it, you don't realize it.
Right,
And that
it's
was
just a few bucks here, a few bucks there.
And that was less expensive than cigarettes, which was even more expensive than that. So.
I couldn't believe how much money I was saving a month when I went on the diet, because I was doing delivery, because we were working in the studio and
It's
stuff
so
for the
easy to
show.
call up a pizza.
Well, it's just easier. It's there. You don't have to stop.
You don't have to stop working.
Go out to Publix, you go out to a restaurant, that's an hour and a half of your day, and you kind of,
Easy.
So I know I was spending so much money on just delivery, and to the point where I looked at the bank thing you signed me up for. I was like,
online banking.
holy shit, that's how much money?
The online banking will really fuck with you. So they'll give you a pie chart if you want it at the end of the month to show you exactly, okay, here, Jaybird, here's your spending for October. And it'll put it into category. Like you'll see, okay, groceries. Okay, entertainment. Okay, food and dining and restaurants.
And I'm a big...
You look at it and you're like, what the hell?
I'm a believer of, because going out to eat and delivery, that is my thing. I look at that as my golf. You know what I mean? That's what I really love to do. But with that said, it was every single day. It was sometimes twice a day. And looking at the money, I felt kind of stupid and bad about it, honestly. I felt guilty about it. I really did.
The delivery dudes put their kid through college because of you.
No shit.
They should have shown up with your pizza and given you a free blowjob.
But it's just, if you do have a vice of some sort, it's amazing when you cut it out a bit, the money you save.
And you step back and look at it, especially after a year, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's nice to save instead of just spend.
Right.
Well, we ordered Cheesecake Factory. It was me, Suits, and myself. Me, Suits.
Me, Suits, and myself.
Us three.
I like to talk to myself.
It was you twice.
It was Denny's, myself, and Suits. And we all got, nothing over the top. And
I mean, that's easily $70.
It wasn't. It was $110.
What?
Motherfuckers
That place is a little pricier.
We didn't even get cheesecake, but it was also the the delivery service and all
There's
that.
a service fee. There's a delivery charge. Yeah.
It'll get you.
It'll get you. That's why you guys were talking about shoes earlier, having a bunch of shoes and stuff. I mean, if that's your thing,
Yeah.
that's your thing. It's at least it's tangible.
I replaced delivery food with buying G.I. Joes. So I'm really doing smart shit.
At least those are tangible.
The investment plan we were just talking about, I see you put it into place.
Oh, my retirement is going to be all my 1986 G.I. Joe vintage
It's
collection.
gonna be Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Those are characters from G.I. Joe.
Oh, thank goodness you cleared that up. I would have gone home and worried about it all day.
Yeah.
I know. I got to make some fucking changes.
Anybody come with you back to your apartment and see those G.I. Joes this weekend?
Nobody did come back to my apartment, to be quite honest with you. Yeah.
All right. I'm just looking for answers, and I just got one.
You did. Nobody came to my apartment. Absolutely not.
Okay. So just the movie.
All right. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
On that note, should we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, before he punches me.
I would never do
I deserve it.
Well, I guess everybody's gonna get a lot more of this week, right?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get a whole lot more, whether you want it or not. And if you hate it, you can always do one thing. Turn it off.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, to continue this nonsense.
You did a great job, Denny's.
I thought you guys did great today, too. A little rusty working out the kinks, you know how it goes.
The first day's always a little
First
tough.
days, and it's a Monday coming in.
I say tomorrow we drink, but that's just me.
I'm kind of with you.
Well, if you want, bring in something like the limoncello is delicious, and it's a great dessert wine, but you probably want something with a little more balls to it.
I love how Denny's is being peaceful about the limoncello so that he doesn't hurt anybody's feelings.
You're a sweetheart, Denny.
You're a fucking sweetheart.
I don't make the fucking limoncello. You can insult
No,
it.
I know, and that stuff's good, but I mean, if you want to get a buzz, I mean, it's really, you got to drink a bunch of it.
I got to give a bird some Jameson, and then we will get to the meat of what happened Saturday night.
Imagine if Bird drinks whiskey.
Oh, if Bert drinks whiskey, he might leave by the first dirt.
For real.
Bird just quit.
I'd be like, you know what? Fuck, I don't need this. I'm out.
It really is the VD show.
Oh, yeah. Venereal disease coming at you.
All right, well, till tomorrow, everyone.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.